So the day we stopped by Classic Pontiac Rescue, we was down here in Honia Path, South Carolina. I don't know if you checked out the other video of where we saved 2 Bandit Trans Ams a few weeks ago. So I was just doing a little update video on that and a more walk around of Classic Pontiac Rescue. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy the video. So these are the cars that me and Joe Jackson went and picked up a few weeks ago. Actually get to see them in the sunlight and not dusty. But he ended up buying 3 of them. I believe he already sold 1 of them. Then these 2 are for sale. I will get him to talk to y'all about that here in just a second. But again, these 2 cars, they've been sitting for 20 or 30 years. And he bought them and trying to put them back together and give them a new life. But that's just a little walk around of them in the sunlight. So I'll get the video on Joe and he'll explain the details if you want to buy one of these and all the other info. Alright, well, here's Joe Jackson, owner of Classic Pontiac Rescue.
Howdy everybody.
Boys, just gonna get him to talk about the cars and prices and stuff if anybody's interested in it. So
these are the 2 cars left. We pulled a total of 3 out of that barn about a month ago. This car, it's a 78. It's a non-numbers matching car. It's got a 400 Pontiac in it. It was originally a platinum silver with a red interior. I have got the car running. One's okay, smokes a little bit. It's probably got some old gas in it. But it's actually a pretty solid car. I've gone around this thing pretty good so far. About the worst rust I've found is this back quarter panel. Your typical bottom quarters like they all do. Floors seem okay, but the car does run. It's a perfect project if somebody wants to do like a pro touring build, LS project, Edelbrock headed Pontiac, trimming transmission, tubular suspension. You're not messing up a numbers matching car. So, and that goes the same with this one over here for that matter. But I'm asking $8,500 a piece for the car. They both have titles on them. Like I said, they're perfect starting points for somebody wanting to, get into the hobby without blowing crazy money right off of that. This car here, I haven't got it running yet. I think it will run. The engine looks fairly fresh in it. It looks like crap right now. It's pulled out of the barn, but even though it's orange like a Chevrolet, it's actually a Pontiac engine. So I haven't ran the numbers. I'm assuming it's a 400. I don't think it's the original block of the car or anything. But it's a pretty decent old car. It's got rust in the quarters like they all do. Floor pans are pretty soft in it. But it's all there. Whole car's there. So if you're looking to, like I said, build a pro touring car, it'd be an excellent choice for it. Do the black and gold Bandit car like everybody does. Go jump a bridge with it, run from the cops. You're ready to go. Give us a call, 864-369-2114. Get you set up.
So this is Joe Jackson's personal vehicle. He said that this car used to look like those barn finds that he's trying to sell. So here's a little inspiration if you do want to buy one and turn it into something nice. Definitely a good looking ride. I always think it's funny where it says some bitch on the back. But if you have a Trans Am that's kind of rough or anything, you can definitely bring it up here at Classic Pontiac Rescue and they can definitely make it look just like this or whatever you can dream and imagine. But we'll get the camera back on Joe and he'll tell you the full details and rundown on this car. Alright, so what's all the details on this thing?
I've had this car about 2 years. The engine's been rebuilt. It's a numbers matching car. It's got a custom grind cam in it, 2.5-inch exhaust, tubular control arms in the front. The whole suspension in this car is brand new. It's got DSC springs in the back, KYB shocks all the way around, coilovers in the front. Year one, 18 by 9.5 two-piece wheels in the front. They're 18 by 10 two-piece wheels in the back. super flow exhaust up underneath of it, projector headlights. I drive this car every day. It's been all over the East Coast. I'm not scared to drive this thing anywhere. If somebody called me and said I need to be in Miami tomorrow with that car, I wouldn't think twice about taking it down there. I preach to everybody, you know, on my YouTube channel as well. There's no reason you cannot buy a car like this and drive it every single day. Fuel injection, transmissions, air conditioning, anything you can think of to throw on these cars, you can do it. And instead of having a $800 a month car payment, you can drive something like that.
I'd much rather drive that.
Exactly. But yeah, you can take the cars out back, and you know, I've started with way worse than those things, and taken way beyond this one. This car, in reality, is not as nice as it could be because I drive it every single day and it gets beat up. But you know, you can, as long as you got the wallet and the willpower and the big enough hammer, you can do whatever you want. So, it's fun stuff.
All right, so Joe just got back from Indianapolis with this Trans Am. I'll let you tell the details once again.
Yeah, we drove all the way. It's about a 10-hour ride up to Indianapolis to pick this car up. This is a real 78 special edition car. So the car you see in Smokey and the Bandit is a 77 special edition. So it's supposed to have, it's got the wrong decals on it. It's supposed to have a different bird with like the German font and everything on it. But it's a real Y2 special edition Bandit car, as everybody kind of throws that slang term around. It's a non-numbers matching car. It does not have the original driveline to it. But it is a real SE car. They made less than 3,000 of these things total in all the configurations you could get them in 78. So it's a pretty rare, sought-after car. It did come out of the Midwest, so it does have rust in the back of it, which is kind of a downfall to it. But you know, it's one of those things where if somebody wants the car, I will sell the car. I'm asking $16,000 for it, the way it sits. It does need a lot of rust repair in the back of it, which is why it's technically that cheap. But it's a good car, and if somebody's wanting to, you know, get into one of these things without spending crazy money, it's a good way to get into one. Because if you buy one, if this car didn't have the rust issues, I'd probably be asking $28,000 for it, something like that. So, you know, it's a good, cheap way to get into one of these things. If I decide to sell it, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a cold feet about it. But give me a call if you think it's something you want to get into. We can possibly get you into this one if I want to let it go, or we can find them. They're out there. We can get you the right car.
That was just a little update video on the two barn finds. I done a video on about a month ago, give or take, and just a little walk around with Classic Pontiac Rescue. So hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Also follow Joe Jackson, and he's got all this stuff.
Corey's Bandit, Instagram, YouTube, Classic Pontiac Rescue on Facebook. Check it out. Good stuff.
But make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.